Obviously, there's going to be a slight delay. I think the delay actually is better on Twitch than it is on YouTube. We've obviously had to move over to Twitch because of the disaster that happened during the UFC stream. So we did get a strike. I am challenging it. So we're going to have to see kind of what comes out of all of that. It is going to take a little bit of time to resolve. It is very frustrating. We can talk about it. I'm not going to cry. And obviously we've got a big show tonight to look forward to. So I think that's the most important thing. The fact that we potentially could get Bray back tonight. Today is the 6-year anniversary. So we're going to have to wait and see. I can see Connor saying no more PG. I agree. Yeah, it seems to be that is the direction WWE are going in. They are moving away from PG. One big question before we really get going, and that is the sound all right? Can everyone hear me okay? The reason why I'm asking that is, obviously, we're on Twitch. I don't know if the settings are all right. I can see the image is all right. I feel like everything else is working fine, but I can't hear the audio. So I don't know if the audio is okay. I don't know if it's too loud, if it's too quiet. I don't know. I legit, I don't know how to turn off adverts. I would turn the adverts off because they have no benefit to me because I don't get paid. Pretty good audio. The sound is good. It's good. You lot are legends. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay, so as long as the audio sounds fine, it's the only thing I'm worrying about. Everything else certainly seems okay. So obviously we're only 10 minutes away, and I do apologise for that. You know that I love starting an hour before, but it wasn't possible because as soon as this stream finishes, then it will get transferred over to YouTube. So this whole thing will be on YouTube. It'll get transferred after the show. I can't do it live. I'm not allowed. So I have to do it on Twitch and then transfer the file over. So we are going to do that. In order for me to do that quickly, I need the file to kind of be as short as possible. So we just can't do the hour before. So that's the reason for it. I haven't fallen out of love with you guys, or it's not that I hate talking about wrestling, or it's not that I'm feeling down or anything like that. I feel fine. But yeah, I need the file as short as possible so I can transfer it to YouTube afterwards. So we're here anyway. We're going straight the way through Raw. Obviously, we're here for the whole 3 hours. Proper normal stream. We will do Wheel of Funds. The first one won't be until we get into the show, though. Yeah, I kind of think that's all the housekeeping things. We're back here tomorrow. So, and potentially next week. I can tell you that the issue that I've got with YouTube will take a minimum of 10 days to sort out. A minimum. Nothing I can do about it. The whole thing is flawed. Like, anyone in the world could copyright strike you whilst you're doing a live stream, and they don't seem to have proof. They don't seem to have to be able to show that they own the copyright of whatever you're doing wrong, because we weren't doing anything wrong. Again, I don't want to go on about this. We did a whole video on this, but I am angry about it. I'm still angry about it because we should be on YouTube right now, and we got shut down. We got shut down for no reason whatsoever. So I know there's a lot of people that won't be able to join us tonight. That's very frustrating. I'm so thankful to see so many people in the chat. All of you that are here right now. Really, really do appreciate it, because you didn't have to come over here and follow us on a different platform. For me, everyone that's here right now, you lot are the absolute core of this cringe crew. You lot are the OGs, the cornerstones. You can all count yourself as cornerstones because you didn't have to jump over to Twitch. So I really do appreciate it. What about Fight for the Fallen and Extreme Rules? Will there be review streams of those? Yeah, I will be doing the stream for Extreme Rules here. So Extreme Rules is going to... that's this Sunday. And we can't not stream it. I love spending this time with you guys. So even though that stream isn't going to be on YouTube, even though I make zero money, there is no money that's made on Twitch. At least on YouTube, there might be a few ads and things, and at least like the streams make a little bit of money from that. That helps us to keep going. So, I mean, as you can see, I can't afford wallpaper or anything. It's literally posters on a wall. So I'm certainly not going off on holidays sunning myself. So yes, like it's massively frustrating. We're over here on Twitch. We're not doing it for the money. We're doing it because we love it. We make no money from this. Simple as that. No money. So, and we'll make no money tomorrow. We'll make no money for Extreme Rules. It does get to a point where it's going to be a problem. I mean, I did it for 3 months earlier in the year, and it was okay. But the videos were doing well that on the YouTube channel. I need the channel to be doing maybe better than it is at the moment. So, yeah, there's hey, look, my problems are nothing compared to other people's problems. My problems are insignificant. So I'm not going to bang on about it. I know a lot of people are joining us because maybe they want to know what's happened and they want my latest thoughts on all of that. We are here to talk wrestling. I promise you that as soon as the show starts, we won't talk about YouTube. We won't talk about strikes. We won't talk about any of that stuff. We're going to focus on the action. So don't worry about that. This is a normal stream. But you'll have to excuse me if I use the first few moments of this just to have a little rant. Just a little rant. Because I've been robbed. But yeah, it is what it is. New stage tonight. I haven't heard. The last I heard was that Dave Meltzer was saying that a new stage was not in the works. It was not in the plans. So I don't think there will be new staging. There was rumours there was going to be, but I don't think we will see that. Thank you to everyone that's showing their support. Shout out to KJ. I feel a bit different than everyone else about the Rey Mysterio rumours. I obviously don't love it, but I don't mind it. Yes, there are rumours tonight. LW90, rant. So, yes, there are rumours that we could be getting Bray against Rey. I mean, look, yes, it rhymes, and things that rhyme are fantastic. So, Bray and Rey, on paper makes sense. I'm not that excited about it because I feel like Bray Wyatt is someone now that has just gone through this massive change and his life has so much purpose. Like, if you think about his journey, about where he's been and the journey he's been on, and now he's like, he's learned how to control his darkness. For me, him having just normal matches now, it's just not the right way forward. Bray Wyatt doesn't need a match against Rey, doesn't need a feud against Rey. He needs to go after people that have hurt him in the past, or he needs to terrorize the whole WWE division. Like, he needs to cause carnage to the whole roster. We've said before in other videos, people hanging upside down backstage and people's entrance music playing and they don't come out. And everyone's like, where's Robert Roode? Is anyone seen... Is Robert Roode backstage? We're just getting word that no one can currently find Robert Roode. Things along those lines. Just have him just rip into the whole roster. A match against Rey Mysterio. A little feud. There's no background there. There's no reason for that. So I agree with everyone. I don't think that is the right way forward. But I have confidence that Bray would make it work. I have confidence that Bray would find a way of telling a story, of making the narrative work. Maybe he could say he was jealous that Rey managed to leave WWE. The fact that Rey went away, escaped, got out. Maybe Bray can say he was jealous of that, and now he hates the fact that Rey has returned. That Rey has, betrayed himself. That could be an interesting story. So I feel like there's a story that could be told. But we'll have to see what narrative they go down. Hello, E-Man. Hope you're well. Daze, do you think Shelton's segment on SmackDown was tied to Bray? Great question. We did a video based on that. I want to say 70-30. I think 30% of me thinks it's tied to Bray. 70% of me doesn't. I am more inclined to think this is a new gimmick for Shelton. I think they will do it again. I think there was such a response to it. It was such a big talking point. And for what? Like, it cost them no money whatsoever to do it. And yet they got a really big reaction out of it. It's really clever. It's really clever. Imagine that. Imagine you're booking a wrestling show and you can get the whole social media wrestling world buzzing about something that costs you no money to do. And you can do it again for free. Now, granted, you know, it'll have diminishing returns if he just keeps doing the same thing. But he could do something different, a different facial expression. I think there is value in creating GIFs, or whatever you want to call them. I believe they're officially called GIFs. But yeah, GIFs that you see all over Twitter just have different emotions portrayed by Shelton Benjamin. It's a really good use of social media. It's a really good use. I think they hit gold there. I really do. It was weird. Everyone was talking about it. A lot of people didn't like it. That's fine. But people are talking about it. People are talking about WWE for something that costs them nothing to do. No money was spent on that. So I think it's amazing. If they could do more things along those lines, you know, that would have that impact and didn't cost them anything, they would love it. Thank you very much to Ed Omission. Oh man, I can't even read these because they're all just one word. So I'm having to try and break down what the words are. Edo Mission. Hang on, no. Edom is here now. There we go. Edom is here now. I should have got that much quicker. My head's not in the game. Is anyone else having lag on Twitch? Oh, I hope not. Is Fight for the Fallen Saturday? Do you know what? I don't know. I've got a feeling... Is it a week Saturday? I know it's not far away. God. If that's Saturday, I'm going to be gutted because that's another show that we're going to have to miss because, as we said, it takes at least 10 days. I've got to be honest, this is part of me now is really questioning if streaming is a viable option moving forward. Like, we could do streams where we just talk about wrestling. We could still do that. We don't have to do streams that are connected to whilst the shows are on. We don't have to do watch-alongs. I love doing watch-alongs, but even after the 10 days when we go back onto YouTube, and it could take longer than that. It could take up to 3 months if for whatever reason they don't reinstate the channel or whatever, reinstate streaming. So it could take up to 3 months, but even when we go back, there's nothing stopping someone doing it again. YouTube is broken. There is nothing to stop someone constantly doing this to us, constantly taking us down, and us having to move over to Twitch. And as we said, you know, we don't make any money on Twitch, so it's not sustainable. It's not. There's not a future in us doing this long term on Twitch. We can't. So it's a massive problem. It's beyond a massive problem. Right. Okay. We are going over to the action. In fact, I'm on completely the wrong channel here, so I could even be missing the start. I thought it was on action. What channel is it on tonight? It is on main event. Stupid main event. Right, let's go down. I've heard rumours that it's going to be Seth and Becky that are starting the show. Let me go over to it. They never put this on main event. Oh my god, now the computer's turned off. I'm having a nightmare. Oh, I bet Bray Wyatt's coming out right now. I bet Bray Wyatt right now is walking out. This is a nightmare. Right, well, it's an open challenge. Don't you dare be Bray Wyatt that walks out right now. Don't you dare be Bray Wyatt. Bray will accept Ray's challenge. Is the challenge now? No, it's just Seth. Oh my god. How am I missing the start of Raw? I was on the same channel that it's always shown on, and for some reason rugby came on. I was like, this is what's going on? And I've checked and it's on main event. They've actually moved it to the main channel, which is quite surprising considering that Raw is actually moving over to BT Sport next year. So I don't know why they're putting it on the main channel. But anyway, they are, and I'm missing it, and it's just going to take me a few minutes to get there, but Apparently people are saying Becky Lynch is out. Seth is the man's man. Don't worry, not missing. Okay. I heard rumours that it was going to be Seth and Becky first, so... okay. Oh my god. Can anything else go wrong? Can anything else go wrong? Pretty soon, like, someone's going to walk in the door and just slap me in the face. Right, okay, give me a sec. I'm going to set this up. But if it is this match, I do like the fact they're starting with the match. Could be a promo right now, I'm not sure. If you are watching this on replay, I am normally better than this. I am normally on YouTube as well. But anyway, give me a second. We're going to go straight back in. Hopefully it's all signed in and the world loves us and everything's going to be easy. Oh, la, 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 la. Seth has a new t-shirt saying the match. Is he wearing? I saw it. It's horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Horrible. Someone sent me a picture of it on Twitter and I literally just stopped throwing up before the stream started. It's an absolute disgrace of a shirt. I don't know what wrestling fans... I feel like maybe the gay community, and I'm not saying that in a negative way or anything like that. Like, I could see the gay community maybe wearing it. The man's man. But who else is going to wear that shirt? Who else is going to wear that shirt? The man's man? I mean, I don't know if women are going to want to wear it. And I don't think guys are going to want to wear it. I don't know, I just don't know. It's horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. La 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 la. At least Raw starts off with a match, yes. By and proud. Yeah, so you should be. So you should be. Hey Days, it's KJ. I am gay. That's absolutely fine. Again, let me be crystal clear. I'm sure you understand. Was not a dig at the gay community or the lesbian community or anything like that. Absolutely not. I'm just clearly making a statement of I don't think, like, straight guys will want to wear a shirt that says the man's man. I just don't think they will. I just don't think they would go to a pub and go out to a gig wearing that shirt. I just don't think they would. We'll stay on here doing streams for the short term, yes. The commentary are saying that Becky and Seth are dating 200,000 times. Yeah, they are ramming this home. I said this a few weeks ago, that there was big money to be made in this relationship. And WWE are doing everything they can. Everything they can to milk that relationship. Right, let's jump over. I can tell you right now, it says it's the news. It doesn't even say that it's Raw. What is going on? It says Sky Sports News. It's not. Okay, should be starting for me in a second. Well, there we go. That's only the first 6 minutes that we missed. Yes, okay, we're there. So, it is starting exactly as we thought. Seth Rollins and Becky against Zelina and Andrade. And I can tell you that Becky's in her normal ring attire, the black with yellow down the sides. Seth is wearing his usual ring attire. He's obviously not wearing that shirt anymore. And we've got Zelina in there in white and black. Andrade in white and black. And it's Becky and Zelina that are fighting. Nice little move there by Zelina. A little bit of a backwards 619. She kind of gripped round and had Becky tied up in the ropes. So, yeah, big fan of that. Very cool. So, Becky crawling over to the ropes. Back elbow. Andrade needs to be pushed. He is brilliant. I do not disagree. Very interesting, actually, to see him over on Raw. Of course, both of these are SmackDown superstars. Andrade in a relationship with Charlotte Flair. And so Charlotte actually insisted that Andrade went over to SmackDown. Seth and Andrade face to face, and Andrade pushes Seth away. And this is a bit of a dream match right now, having Seth and Andrade. Because you know they could put on an incredible match. They've both got some fantastic moves. Certainly Andrade. who's obviously wrestles with that kind of lucha style. He's from Mexico, used to wear a mask, but had it removed. I think it was he lost a mask versus mask match, I believe. Can't quite remember now. But yeah, he no longer wrestles in a match, in a mask. He was a champion over at New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's legit. Andrade is legit. A lot of people might look at Andrade and just see like a mid-carder, and he is so much more than that. Up over the top. Nice hip toss takedown, but reversed by Seth. Nice head takedown and a kick out. It's very fast-paced, this. Very fast-paced. Look at those reversals. Hey, Days. I hope Bray returns tonight. I love the way you say Andrade. Andrade. I like to roll the R. Andrade. Andrade Cien Almas. Pay some respect to the man. He's earned my respect. I like to give him that respect. Did we get a new stage? No, we didn't, my friend. Wasn't expecting one. There was big rumours they were working on one. And obviously last week when the stage got destroyed, it was believed that that was because a new stage was coming. But Dave Meltzer said that that wasn't happening, and doesn't look like that has happened. Through the ropes, suicide dive by Seth, which I absolutely hate. You're like 30 seconds ahead. It's Twitch. I can't pause the stream either. Oh, no way. No, I'm never ahead. Well, do you know what's interesting? The amount of people that always tell me I'm behind. I think you're really seeing now the delay that YouTube put on streams. Disarmer by Becky. Zelina. Oh, it's an elimination match. I didn't even see the hashtag in the corner. So, Zelina has been... How does this work? How can you have a mixed tag elimination? So, Lacey is in the... How do you have a mixed tag elimination? Unless you're going to have an intergender match. Because if Andrade pins Seth, then it'll be Andrade Becky. Becky going right after Lacey. They're fighting in the crowd. I don't like that elimination. Stipulation. Again, it rhymes. I do like Lacey's skirt, though. Lacey getting someone in the crowd to pick up her hat. Oh, I love Lacey. I know she's green. I know that she botches. And I know a lot of people don't like her, but I do. I think she actually brings something to the women's division. She brings a bit of class. That's what Lacey Evans brings. And I actually like her matches. I like the fact they're not polished. I like the fact they're a bit rough. Because if you think about it, a real fight would be rough, wouldn't it? It wouldn't have those smooth edges that you see all the time. Lacey gives you those rough brawls when she's throwing. I mean... Maybe you could argue she's a little dangerous as a result. But I think she could maybe polish that out of her game. But I like her at the moment. I actually don't mind Lacey. I think she's decent promo. She just was shouting at someone in the crowd because her hat fell on the floor. So she made them pick it up. I like the fact she's wearing a dress as well that's got her face sewn onto it. Like, I would definitely wear that as well. One that's got like a little Wrestling Days face on it. That's the dream, isn't it? That's what we all dream of. So, yes, Lacey's all right in my books. Days UFC copyright their match card images. That could also be why they striked you. Do you know what's really frustrating, though, is the fact that... I understand what you're saying, but... It's never been an issue before. There's never been an issue before. We've done loads of UFC live streams, and the purpose of the stream isn't to devalue the UFC product. Like, it supports UFC. I'm not showing the fights or playing the audio. You can't watch my stream and use it as a replacement for watching UFC. You're not going to get the same experience. You can't tell me watching this is the same as watching Raw. It's not. It's not, because you're not seeing what's going on. You're not hearing the messages that WWE are. I am relaying information and telling you my thoughts at the same time, but this is a different experience. Most people watch this alongside Raw, and that's, in all fairness, how I think you should do it. You should watch Raw and watch this as a little thing that accompanies it. That's what you should do with UFC as well. And yeah, there's no copyright that was infringed. I mean, if they want to go down the path of saying that it was the thumb image used on the thumbnail, well, they're going to have to copyright everyone on YouTube, because just think of all the images that are used from wrestling matches, from UFC matches, from... Just think of all... It's YouTube. YouTube is full of images from wrestling events and images from UFC. There's no grounds for them to copyright strike on that. No way. No way. I'd argue fair use on it. Absolutely, I would argue fair use. Shout out to SJJ Network. Okay, so we've got Andrade and Seth with Becky on the outside, and I haven't got a clue how this match is going to work. I mean, I can only imagine Andrade's about to be pinned because Zelina's been eliminated, and we're not going to have an intergender match. Or are we? Are we? What you do is 100% fair use. I totally agree with you. I have TV on mute and then watch along and listen to Days. That's interesting. They just take down without doing any kind of research. That's very true. I did promise people we weren't going to be talking about this. I understand that it's a topic that the chat want to talk about. It's not just me that's been inconvenienced. It's you guys as well. Many of you don't come onto Twitch and use this platform. And I can't begin to tell you how grateful I am to see how many people have actually jumped over here to join us. So I think it shows the strength of the community. I think that's a real positive to come out of it. The fact that we can see just how strong we are as a community. I'm really, really grateful for that. I am genuinely grateful for that. So I suppose you can look at it that way. I think it's better to look at it that way. Have a look at the positives. This isn't something that's going to go away, clearly. We're a strong community that survives these kind of things. I am just going to have a real problem trying to figure out the long term, because, as I said, this could happen again. There's nothing stopping this happening again. Right, let's go back to the action anyway. We've still got Andrade in the ring. Again, I rolled the R because I am a big fan. Against Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is down. Is Andrade kind of... I think he was teasing Becky then. She was reaching for a tag and Andrade was like, I'll tag you. Oh, no, I won't. Now he's grabbing Seth. Is he looking for hammerlock DDT? No, suplex. And again. Falcon Arrow by Seth, though, reversed and gets a 2. Just signed up for Twitch so I could watch the stream. Thank you very much, dude. Justice for days. You should start streaming games as well. I don't know, dude. I mean, I think we could have some fun with that, but I gotta be perfectly honest, I've never been a big gamer, so I would be atrocious. I just don't think I have the skills to do it. You know, there's people out there a million times better than me. We would make it fun. I'm sure we would still have fun. And in a way, I suppose that's the most important thing, but yeah, I don't know. Flying knee by Seth. Who does he think he is? Masvidal. Little UFC reference there. Andrade down. I literally watch Raw to join the stream. Walid! Thank you very much, dude. I am overwhelmed with the support. I know I keep saying it, but I mean, you can see for yourselves just how great people are in the chat this evening. Okay. I swear to God, that's the only move Zelina Vega knows. The Hurricanrana. See, now, it would have been good if Becky had done a Hurricanrana there. Becky comes off the apron and smashes Zelina. But it would have been nice if she'd done a Hurricanrana to show that she can do them as well. Ooh. Andrade charged into Becky there. WWE can't make a massive deal out of this. Not after what we had at Impact last night. Impact saw a main event that had Tessa Blanchard against Sami Callihan. And from what I've seen of it, it was absolutely brutal. So the fact that Becky just got bumped into the barricade, they can't make a big deal out of that. Knees. What happens if he pins now? 1, 2. Shoulder up by Seth. Days, did you get to see Slammiversary? No, I didn't. I was only going to buy it if we were going to stream it. So because we couldn't stream, a few people asked me to stream it on here instead, but we don't make money from Twitch. I know I've said it before, and I don't want to keep going on about it, but I would be buying a fight to watch and do these streams, and we wouldn't be making. Not only would we not be making, we would be losing money. And obviously we need to survive. Like, this is what we do as a job. So it wasn't viable. Had we been on YouTube, had we have been able to just make a little bit from the stream, even if it just covered the cost of it, then I would have done it. Curb Stomp, Andrade wins. Fun opener. I gotta be honest though, I'm more confused by the match. What I don't understand is why it was elimination. What would have happened if Seth had been pinned? You then would have had Andrade against Becky. I don't think they were ever going to do that, and as a result, the match was predictable. So I think action-wise, it was a solid start, but I just think the booking of that match was wrong. The booking was wrong because they were never going to have an intergender match. Days, let us help. Get Patreon. We want to help, and we want to help the stream. Well, I've always resisted doing that. I mean, we could go down the road of Patreon, but to be honest, I don't want that from you guys. That's not what the conversation's about. All I want to do is stream on YouTube. I just want to stream on YouTube. Just do what we're doing. No one needs to give me their money or anything like that. Baron Corbin from behind. Becky throwing some forearms on Baron, and Baron just smiling at her. Oh, woman's right by Lacey. Lacey takes down Becky. And they are getting jumped right now. Is that the future Universal Champion? I kind of actually, I give Baron a lot of grief, but I actually like him with Lacey. I can see some value in those two. So, sneak attack on the entrance stage. Paul Heyman walking out. They're still making out he's just the advocate, which is absolutely ridiculous. ECW chants. Heyman walking out. Big smile on his face at Mr. Executive. Seth's run has been atrocious. Days, Twitch subscriptions would be perfect to help you tick over until YouTube is fixed. Fun fact, not possible. Because if you turn on the Twitch subscriptions, you then agree to keep all content on Twitch for 2 days or something like this. That would mean that when the stream finishes, I cannot put it onto YouTube. So if I turn on the subscription thing, then I am basically saying that streams are going to stay on here and we would not be able to move them over to YouTube. So maybe there is summer in us just doing streams on Twitch and then maybe put in the odd reaction video onto YouTube and thought video and breakdown or review, or maybe we do the pre-show on YouTube. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. We could do the stream on Twitch and then the review on YouTube. We could do something along those lines, but I just don't know. I mean, it's crazy. What you can't do is you can't turn on the subscriptions on Twitch and then transfer the file to YouTube straight after. You're not allowed. You're in breach of their terms. I looked into it last time. Thoughts on the club's big push? I like it. I'm a fan of the AJ heel turn. I think Gallows, Anderson, AJ, I think it's good for all of their careers. I think AJ, sorry to say, he had grown stale. I think he's kind of shown pretty much everything that he can do now. You know, he's been with the company 3 years, is it? Did he join early 2016? So, I mean, AJ has done a lot in 3 years. He's obviously won the WWE Championship quite a few times, and he's feuded with quite a few different people. And I just feel like it was all getting a little bit stale. So putting him in with the club, I think it comes at the right time. And I think they all needed it. I think they all, certainly Gallows and Anderson, but I think AJ did as well. So turn them heel, let them run amok. I saw someone actually saying the club against Undisputed Era, which I thought was a great idea. Someone sent me that idea on Twitter. So really into that. So yeah, the club against Undisputed Era. But I mean, you could get like Bray having a few people with him. Like, we don't know if Shelton now is part of Bray's group. So, you know, it could be Bray, Shelton, Eric Young, or maybe Luke Harper comes back. And you could then have them three take on the club. That would be fun. The Funhouse. The Funhouse versus the club. He won the WWE title in 9 months of him being there. Streaming from Australia, joined Twitch this morning just so I could watch Raw with you. PS, watching Raw for the first time in years due to Bray. Please let him show up in this episode. David J. Wallace, thank you very much, my friend. Always great to hear that there's new people stopping by. And as you said, you know, you've been watching for a while, and I really do appreciate that. We're going to get something of Bray, of course. Whether we get the man himself, I mean, he did acknowledge on Twitter that it is his anniversary. So he did come out and say happy anniversary, which obviously got a few people talking and a bit of excitement building. I would bring him back on this one. I think it makes perfect sense to bring him back on this Raw. Because then people will want to know if he's going to turn up at Extreme Rules. He doesn't even need to necessarily fully appear, but just show him. Have a bigger tease than what we've had so far. Because then people will be wondering if he's going to be at Extreme Rules, and then people will tune into Extreme Rules. Showing that woman's right, and it connected, man. It was beautiful. I think she actually connected with that woman's right. Might be a good idea to make a short YouTube video right before you go on Twitch. I did actually put a little comment up on YouTube just saying we were here. We've got Baron backstage talking to Lacey. I'm keeping an eye out for puppets. So Baron's asking, when they lose at Extreme Rules, is it going to affect their relationship? Lacey saying that they are a liability to each other. No sign of anything. I think we got Paul Heyman in the ring. There's something I can tell you, actually. Again, appreciate people watching. I've not spoken about this before. But if you watch one of the videos from last week, you can actually see someone appears to be spray painting on one of the walls backstage. I don't know what they were spraying out. But we said we thought there was things happening in the background. And someone definitely seemed to be spray painting something. Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman says he knows something about the word extreme. Currently watching this in New Delhi Airport, waiting on my girlfriend landing for having to wait 16 hours for it. Dude, that's amazing, though. Can't believe you're watching from all the way over there. Shout out to you, my friend. So this Sunday, Philadelphia, at Extreme Rules, Brock Lesnar. Ooh, will cash in? So Paul Heyman saying that Brock will cash in. I'll believe it when I see it. It's not a prediction, it's a spoiler. Watching from Newfoundland. Twitch audio sucks. Does it? I was a little bit worried about the audio over on Twitch because I'm not going to know what it sounds like until after the stream finishes. But a few people told me that it was all right. Half an hour in, and the show is okay so far. I need to change this. Look, I'm getting so distracted. Paul. My audio is amazing. That's good. He's been saying that, show us a cash-in. Well, he's just said that he is going to be there, and then he's just said, or maybe I'm just messing with Kofi and Seth. So, I kind of feel confident that he's not going to be there. But it could be a double bluff. Could be a double bluff. Will Brock Lesnar be there? Even the commentary team don't seem to know. Any puppets yet? No. Are you going to review the U? What do you mean, dude? We're just looking at last week when obviously Raw started with an incredible bang. Quite literally. I mean, they went through the actual entrance staging. It's one of the biggest moments of the year. Pull up your pants, do the muscle man dance. Bray Wyatt will return. I thought the stage destruction was real. Then I rewatched it and saw a little black box around the destruction spot. I gotta be honest, I didn't think it was real like when it happened, and the reason was because of the camera. There's a camera. As soon as they go through and it all explodes and everything, you need to know that as soon as that happened, they would have cut the feed. They would have gone to the commentators. So if they wanted it to seem real, the second they went through and it exploded, they should have cut to the commentators. This long shot that you can see right now on screen, that's what said to me that it was fake. Because why would you put a camera there? Why would you have a camera pointing backstage? Now, you could argue it's in case of intruders or something like that, but I don't believe it. And I don't believe they would cut to that camera. They would cut to the commentators when things have gone wrong before. And I'm thinking, I suppose, more about Owen Hart passing away. When Owen Hart passed away, Over the Edge, I believe it was, 1999, you didn't see the incident. They just went to the commentary team. They cut to the commentary team. They didn't have the camera on Owen or even a long camera away from Owen. They went completely away. So if they'd have done that, then I would have believed it. But because they didn't do that, I think I knew. When I saw the box, I was sold it was fake. Will you watch Fight for the Fallen? Yes. Just checked, and Fight for the Fallen is on Saturday. I didn't know if it was Saturday or a week on Saturday. So frustrating. Right, we got The Miz. We have got The Miz. Is this a match? He's in his wrestling attire, but I'm not sure if it's a match. I'm just going to leave the word Miz there for now. 2 out of 3 falls. Who's it against? Does anyone know? It's a 6-man. Oh my god. Right. So, Miz and Usos versus Elias and Revival. This is a 2 out of 3 falls 6-man tag match that no one wants. Horrible. Paul Heyman, do better. Do better than this mess. Another 2 out of 3 falls match. Shake my head. I'm getting sick of 2 out of 3 falls, Matt. You're not alone, dude. You are absolutely not alone. I think a lot of people are getting sick of them. The real problem that WWE has got is the fact that they have to fill 3 hours. So what do you fill 3 hours with? It's very hard to fill 3 hours full of meaningful, interesting content every single week. Like, it's a difficult thing to do. And they're showing that. You know, they kill time by having these matches. Horrible. Why do you think we want to see tag matches? Pointless, I agree. Days, can you look at my DMs? I showed you some WWE knockoffs on Instagram. I will do that after, dude. It's better than a 20-minute boring talking promo. Yeah, I'd say it's about the same. I gotta be honest. I am not entertained during a talking promo, and I am not entertained during a 6-man 2 out of 3 falls match. And actually, I would argue that it devalues the rest of the wrestling, because you're now going to have to sit through a match that might have some nice moments, but ultimately this match means nothing. So what it's doing is it's just showing you wrestling for the sake of showing you wrestling. Like, wrestling's meant to be about feuds, and it's meant to be about competition, and it's meant to be about working towards titles and settling rivalries. And what's this? What is this match? Miz and the Usos versus Elias and Revival. It's just an absolutely leads nowhere match. No, there's no benefit to this. I promise you, if you did not watch this match, you will miss nothing. You will miss nothing. Your life will be fine. And wrestling shouldn't be that way. It should be can't miss. Raw is meant to be exactly that. Raw. It's meant to be raw. It's meant to be unhinged. It's meant to be can't miss, uncensored, like unedited. It's quite interesting. I was watching a program about the first Raws. It was Bruce Pritchard's Something to Wrestle With podcast. I went back and listened to him talking about the early Raws. And the vision for Raw was fantastic. They called it Raw because they wanted it to be edgy. They wanted it to be, uncensored, uncut, unbelievable, or something like that. You could argue it's unwatchable. That's the only that it is. I gotta be honest, last week was great, right? So I have no issue with last week. And the match that started off the show, I didn't think it was booked well. But it was good to not start with the promo. So I don't want to be a wrestling fan that just moans for the sake of moaning. So I'm not going to do that. I think the show's been fine so far. What have we got here? Shane and Drew. Shane is asking the garbage man if he wants to be Roman's tag partner. Okay, so Tony has agreed. So Roman Reigns and Tony versus Shane and Drew. So Undertaker can't interfere, but Bray might. I could see Bray being in that match. I really could. I could see Bray being in that. I could see Tony being found, beaten up backstage. And then Bray's music hits and he comes down to help Roman. I mean, he's been apologising to Roman. Obviously, they had a bit of a feud in the past. We had Shield against the Wyatt family. So he's turned around and apologised and actually even said, if you need a third member of the Shield, hit me up. You know, that's how open he is to working with Roman. And I think this would make sense. Everyone hates Shane and Drew. You could bring Bray back. It would be a nice way to bring him back in the main event, partnering Roman Reigns. Yowie wowie. Done. Doesn't need to be part of this angle. Doesn't need to be part of this feud. But it'd be an interesting way to bring him back. Plot twist, Tony is Bray. If the trash guy is the tag partner, I knew it was going to be trash. Bray did apologise to Roman and offered to be a Shield member. Ex-tag champ Nicholas. Days, if Tony is his partner, then it's a Bray Wyatt debut confirmed. I think The Fiend will make Bray be Roman's partner and screw him over. I would like to see either Sifa Fatu or Lance Anoa'i with Roman. Was Lance Anoa'i the one that was on TV a few weeks ago? Do you remember they had Roman's cousin, was it? I think it was Roman's cousin, got beaten up by Shane. Which I thought was very good. I thought that was an interesting angle. Good way to go about it. Like beating up one of Roman's family members. I thought that was excellent. So, yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to him being the tag partner. Boring match. Time to turn away. Listen to Days and wait for it to end. Thank you very much and whatnot. I will watch this and suffer on your behalf, my friend. Shoulder charge by Dawson, jumping over the top. Obviously, he is in there with one of the Usos, and I can't see which one. I think it's Jimmy. Again, I have to use the tattoos. You know that. It is Jimmy. For those of you watching that don't know how to tell the difference between the Usos, have a look at the right arm. If it's all Samoan tattoos, then it's Jimmy. But if it's got a big cross on the right arm, then it's Jay. So I can tell you it's Jimmy in the ring so far with Elias. Yes, and Sifa is the Usos' younger brother. Ooh, okay. Days, check out the Instagram post from WWE. They shared an inside camera view of the destruction, sent it in a tweet. Okay, dude, will do. I want to see Nicholas be there and be Roman's partner. I don't think Nicholas will get involved. Thank you, Days, for suffering for your fans. No problem, my friend. I can tell you that Elias is in the ring now. So, I gotta be honest, a whole lot of nothingness so far for the first 40-odd minutes. If you are only just joining us, you really haven't missed anything. Which is a real shame after last week and what was a very successful Raw, a successful show. You would hope for a little better here. But it is what it is. We are watching a stupid 6-man tag. It is a 2 out of 3 falls match. Simon Miller should be Roman's tag partner. Are the Usos considered a face team? Yes. Yes, they are partnering The Miz against Elias and the Revival. Elias goes into the barricade. Miz with a double axe handle. Big strike to Elias. Kick to the midsection. Elias rolling into the ring. Staggers back. And he is running away. 41 minutes. I thought it had been much shorter. Not because I'm having fun. Just because nothing's happened. Is there a cover? First fall done. So Elias and the Revival win the first fall. And that is that. Right, I suppose we need to do a Wheel of Fun. Now, I've got to be honest, I don't know how this is going to work. I'm going to try and just quickly set it up. to see if I can get it working. I need to just add championship back in. Oh, helps if I can spell championship. And let's give that a yellow colour. There we go. Nice little yellow colour for championship. I'm going to sing the song. I don't know if it's going to work, but I mean, my singing will work. We all know that. I've got the voice of an angel, but I am going to sing the song. And hopefully this will be something that works. So, in fact, let me see if the wheel is there. If the wheel's there. The wheel is there? Okay, right. It's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun! Ba-dum-bum, yeah! Right. Hold your breath, everyone. Hold your breath. Let's spin the wheel. Oh, come on! Yes. Haven't I suffered enough? Haven't I suffered enough? Why? God damn, Will. Of all the weeks, really, like, you could have given me a week off. Of all the weeks, you could have given me a week off. Brilliant. Look how happy people are as well. I'm pleased that you're all happy. I'm happy that you're happy. Right. I still haven't got a clue what forfeits to do, what forfeits to find. I did find something new in my cupboard, though, so I am going with this. Again, you will only know how nasty this is if you've actually had it, but it is English mustard, hot English mustard, right? Can we all see the word hot? Yeah? English mustard. This stuff is moody. I can't even describe it. If you've never had English mustard, I can't even describe it. It is just, it's weird because it's not, I wouldn't say it was spicy. I don't know how I would describe it. It just, you know, like when you eat ice cream. Yeah, I love English mustard. I love English mustard. Okay, so you might be thinking, this isn't a forfeit. You got to remember, this is me putting this on my finger, and a healthy amount of it as well, without any actual food. Like, I like a little bit of English mustard on like a nice bit of beef. Goes nice with beef. I don't have any beef, right? Well, I do. I've got beef with YouTube. I'm putting my English mustard on my YouTube beef. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do right now. The only way to describe it is, you know when you have an ice cream? Yeah? That's an ice cream, by the way. When you have an ice cream on a hot day and you, like, start eating the ice cream, like, maybe if you just bit into the ice cream, that brain freeze that you get, that, like, that is English mustard. That's what English mustard, if you have a lot of it, that's exactly what it does. For some reason, you swallow it and it just attacks your brain. I don't know how it works. You swallow it and it goes bang straight to the brain. So, here we go. As I said, I would normally have less than that. Okay? I would normally have less than that. Look at that. Look at that. That is like a whole finger's worth. I feel like I've got diarrhea and I've just scratched my bum. That's what I feel like. Just to put that image in your head. Actually, that image is in my head now, and now I feel a little bit more ill. So that is, look at it dripping down my finger, man. So that is English mustard. That is gonna burn. That is gonna burn. I already know it's gonna burn. It's gonna hurt. That is English mustard right there. I mean, look at the colour of it. Look at the colour of that. You can't look at that and think that looks nice. Okay, yeah, burn it down! Okay, here we go. Are we ready? Here we go. This is a difficult one because the other ones you know are gonna taste disgusting, whereas this one I know is actually gonna hurt, which is a bit reckless. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I've got to do it. We are back at Raw. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, that is hot. Oh. 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 Whoa. I tell you what, I've never been able to breathe as well as I can right now. Oh my God. If you've never tried it, you gotta try it, man. Well, unless you're really young. If you're it should come with like an age rating on it. Oh. I think I've gone red. I feel like I've gone red. I mean, I was hot anyway. It's blown the socks off me, that has. Okay. Is there any other water? No, there is. There is. My tongue's gone a little bit numb. That's what happened to the bottle. That's what happened to the bottle. Okay. The Miz. Well, one fall each. The Miz just gets the pin on Dawson. I might be having a heart attack. I'm not sure. Okay. Days is hardcore. Usos over the top. They come crashing down. Big splash. And it is over. The match is over. There we go. The match is over. Miz and the Usos get the victory. I came to play. Usos won. Days, you're as red as Eva Marie's hair. The crowd is pretty hot tonight. It is a good crowd. Thank you for mentioning that because they do deserve some recognition. They are a good crowd. You're absolutely right. Okay, still to come. So, 50 odd minutes of nothingness. I'm sorry, but there's not really another way to say it. So, beat the clock challenge. Winner chooses the stipulation for the women's championship match. Okay, so we're seeing the 24/7 championship. Drake Maverick smashing R-Truth around the back of the head with that suitcase. Funny, I had English hot mustard and I tried it with you. It was horrible. We're just seeing some clips Look how angry his wife is. They're at Universal? That is cool, man. Look at him at Universal Studios with Duff Man. Nice. And there's an image. So there she is. She's a wrestler, by the way. I believe she was in the Mae Young Classic. So he was inside a crate. His wife's having a go at him. He's wearing a Maverick 24/7 shirt. Nice. Jake Maverick saying there's a lot of room inside the crate. I'm still looking out for puppets. Who was... There was a couple of people. Why did the cat... Who are those two people in the background? I love Jake Maverick. Right, the locker room. Lucha, House Party, and EC3, and a few other people chasing after him. Okay. I could see a puppet appearing here. It's the kind of thing where they have puppets appearing, and certainly there's a lot of rumours that Bray could be coming out next. No. Okay, right. Who is answering the challenge, my friends? I don't think it'll be Bray. I don't think it'll be Bray. One thing on Twitch I like better, I can see widescreen and still see the chat, unlike on YouTube. Ooh. Hello, Griff. Hope you are well. I hope to God it's not Bray. Definitely reading too far in for red sweater guy. I want Ricochet versus Rey. My guess is Cesaro. Did Drake's wife sign with WWE? That's a very interesting question. I actually don't know. I've not heard that she has. But I would imagine that she has because they are using her backstage. She was in the Mae Young Classic. And honestly, they seem to be really into relationships right now. So obviously we've got Becky and Seth. It wouldn't surprise me if she wrestles a few matches with Drake. Drake can compete in the ring. Of course, they're only ever going to be comedy. But again, I could see value in their relationship. And clearly WWE are utilising it. I'll tell you what I like about Twitch. Sorry to go back to that point, but I do like the fact there's emojis. And like, there's a lot of interesting images that are popping up in the chat. I'm not saying I want the chat to be now full of emojis, but I'm just saying it is a nice little extra thing that we've got going on. Days, what do you think about The Fiend versus Bray? I think it's a match that needs to happen. I think it would be very difficult to tell that story. I think that you could. I mean, it's like saying, what do you think about Undertaker versus Undertaker? You'd be like, what? How would you do that? Well, they did it. They found a way of doing it. So I reckon there's a way of doing Bray versus The Fiend. You could have The Fiend attacking people, and then you could have Bray Wyatt come out and say, that's not The Fiend. That's not my darkness. That's not The Fiend. And I'll prove it. And so you have The Fiend versus the fake Fiend. Just like a repeat, really, of Undertaker versus Underfaker. I liked Undertaker Faker. I was a big supporter of. I was young when that match happened, but I think kids watching wrestling, if they didn't know that the Undertaker had faced the Undertaker at SummerSlam, I think they would want to go back and watch it, and I think they would like it. I honestly think they would enjoy it. If from a wrestling point of view, it wasn't great, but the build to the match was brilliant. So yes, to answer your question, I would love Bray versus The Fiend, and I do think there's a way of telling that story. I hope Cardi B doesn't wrestle as I do. I would love to see Cardi B. Meow. I'd love it. Congratulating the women's US team, who deserve to win. Definitely the best team. They're so far ahead of everyone else. But I gotta be honest, I don't like them. Hang on. Why are they talking to the beer selling guy? I thought Tony had agreed. $15 for a beer? How much is that? Is that like £10? $15 for a beer? What? I gotta be honest, that's upsetting me. That upsets me way more than them asking. I mean, $15 for a beer? That's like £12. I think it's about 12 or 10. Is that how much beer? I thought USA was cheap. I thought you guys were cheaper than us here. I thought a beer over there would be about $8. About $8, about £5. But that's like $15 for a beer? No wonder he hadn't sold any. No wonder his pot was still full of them all. Right. The beer is like $5 here. Unbelievable. That is the McMahons for you. Try and make money however they can. Who is it gonna be? My local pub is £2.50 a pint. Dude, what you want to do is fill up loads of cups, get on a plane, get over there, start selling them. You'll make loads of money. Loads of money. Well, actually, no, because you got to pay for the flight and all of that, but still. Okay, here we go. Open challenge. Who's it going to be? Ray. What if it's his son? Imagine if his son comes out to prove himself. So Ray says that he surrendered the United States Championship. So Ray is issuing an open challenge. He says that he rehabbed hard to get back as quick as he could. Obviously, there's been big rumours that Bray Wyatt could be answering this open challenge. I don't know. It feels like it's a bit early in the show for Bray. Ray says he's ready to go. He's ready to compete. And he's issuing that open challenge to anyone. There we go. Who's it going to be? Ready to throw down. Let's do it. Here we go. Cesaro. No, Lashley. Oh, it's Lashley. Okay, Lashley. Trashly. It is Trashly. Well, look, people didn't want it to be Bray, so I can't complain. This is interesting. Rey Mysterio unloading on Bobby Lashley. Bell has sounded. We are underway. Right, let's change the graphic here. Dominic made more sense. Mysterio versus Trashly. 619 against the ropes. There was one thing I meant to mention. It has been streaming along the bottom, but tomorrow when we do our live stream, all of the Wheel of Fun winners, all of the championship entries, all of that stuff, I'm going to pick those people from the YouTube comments of this stream. So this stream will go over to YouTube. When it does, just comment on that stream. It doesn't matter how many times you comment, doesn't matter what you comment, but that is your entry into the championship tomorrow, into the giveaways. I'm going to do it a different way because obviously we are starting on a back foot on YouTube because we're having to put it on after the event. So all of your comments are going to really help the stream. So I want to reward you for doing that. So I think the best way of rewarding people that help the stream by commenting and liking and stuff like that, that's where I'm going to pick the giveaway winners. That's where I'm going to pick the championship entries from. So if you want to enter those, jump over to YouTube about half an hour after Raw and just comment away on this stream. You'll see it. It'll be up on YouTube about half an hour after. So that will help the stream. I really appreciate that support. And the best way for me to say thank you is by picking the winners from that stream. Okay, so the match is over. It was an open challenge between Lashley and Mysterio. Mysterio dragging, or being dragged, I should say, to the top of the entrance stage by Lashley. What's Lashley looking at? I think it seems like Lashley's waiting for Strowman here. Or he's looking. Is he going to throw him through the entrance staging? Look, the ref's saying no. A lot of refs coming out to try and stop Lashley from throwing Mysterio through that entrance stage. He's picking up Mysterio. He's teasing it. And Mysterio just gets thrown onto the refs. We get a nice little comedy moment. Nice little comedy moment. What is Lashley doing? He's talking to Strowman. He says last week he was the only man standing. He's posing. So that literally just promoted Lashley Strowman. That's all it was for. Bit flat, not going to lie. Bit flat. Roman and a partner of Shane's choosing against Shane and Drew tonight. Could that be Bray? Could that be Bray? Also tonight, Bayley, Nikki Cross. Beat the Clock Challenge. I hate Beat the Clock challenges. They're not fair. Ricochet versus Luke Gallows. Bray could be Roman's tag partner. Could be, yep. First hour was trash. First hour was inconsequential. There was nothing of value. Nothing happened. And, in fact, we go to a commercial break. So, I gotta be honest, it is flat. The show is flat. It's been an okay first hour. It's the kind of thing that I suppose you can watch and you're not offended by it. There's nothing terrible in there. The action is okay in the ring. You know, you have a few little moments of who's going to be the mystery opponent, who's going to answer. So there's a few little moments built into it, but there's been nothing of value so far. There's been nothing that's going to have any long-term consequences or nothing that changes the narrative. It's the kind of stuff that if you'd have missed it, it wouldn't matter. I hate that. I hate it when they give you that. There's got to be something that changes the story. There's a lot of stories that they're telling. There's a lot going on in WWE. So how can it be so bland? How can it be so bland? So, yeah, a shame. Breaking news, Rey is a jobber now. Poor Rey Mysterio, he's the guy that WWE just used to put other people over, is so underused. Could we see Sister Abigail versus The Fiend? I don't know. I don't know. I've got to be honest, it's not a match that I want to see, because I think that would take a lot of storytelling. And actually, I don't think WWE have even got the rights to the Sister Abigail name. It would have to be Abby the Witch versus The Fiend. And then you would need to have a physical Abby the Witch. How does that happen? Why is that person facing The Fiend? It would also then imply that it's an intergender match, because Abby the Witch is going to be a woman. We know The Fiend is Bray. I don't see that happening at all. I think there's too many barriers to overcome there. We want Bray. Did Bray Wyatt debut? No. Who has the Sister Abigail name? Do you know what? There is an article on, if you search Google and actually look for Sister Abigail copyright or Sister Abigail name, something along those lines. There's an article that talks all about this woman who was just an enhancement talent, and she loved the character. So she started actually writing promos and doing scripts for Sister Abigail. She was working with WWE at the time, and she was giving them to the writers, and the writers were looking at these scripts, but I don't think they really knew what they wanted to do with Sister Abigail, so they didn't act on these scripts. She cut some promos. There's actually footage of this woman being Sister Abigail, and yeah, she basically copyrighted the name, and now WWE can't use it, which is why you've got Abby the Witch, not Sister Abigail. Right, we're backstage with AJ, Gallows, and Anderson. I've got to be honest, I'm excited when we go backstage. I'm on constant puppet watch. You have to really look in the background. We got Charlie Caruso. Oh man, she should be one of the Usos. She should be the Usos manager. Charlie Caruso. Anderson staring at Charlie Caruso. Shakes his head. I couldn't quite see what was in the background there. We've got a No Way Jose match. Vote for Jose t-shirt. So, okay, looks like Cesaro's in a bit of a feud with No Way Jose. Brilliant. That's a great way to use Cesaro. Although, in all fairness, No Way Jose doesn't get many opportunities, does he? So, neutralizer on the outside. So, No Way Jose in the ring. And here comes Cesaro. Days, I'm confused how they use Bray for this Raw. Well, tonight is the 6-year anniversary of the debut of Bray. So, it would make sense for him to be on this show. He's all about little hidden meanings and hidden messages. And he actually even tweeted out happy anniversary on Twitter, which I thought was very cool. So, he's acknowledged it. And he could be the mystery partner of Roman, because Shane could pick someone stupid and then that person gets attacked backstage, and then all of a sudden the music hits that new music, which I would imagine it would be new. I don't think it would be the bum 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 bum. Could be, but I don't think it would be. Cesaro chasing after the conga line. No Way Jose unloading on Cesaro. Such a nice guy, Cesaro, when we met him. Into the barricade. If Bray is Roman's partner, we riot. Okay, so the bell has sounded. We're underway. No Way Jose. Oh my god, I should change this, shouldn't I? I should change this. Drama. So, No Way Jose versus Cesaro. Will they ever do a brother feud of Bray and Bo? I don't know. I would like to see Bo join Bray. They could feud eventually. I think there's definitely a story to be told there. I think Bo could buy into and really add to the Bray Wyatt Firefly Funhouse thing. You know, Bray could even talk about his brother. And it'd be a great way of using Bo. Right, wow, we've got the Cesaro swing. It takes mad strength to do that. Because No Way Jose is huge. And sharpshooter in the middle of the ring. There's nowhere for Jose to go, and he has to tap. So, Cesaro beats No Way Jose clean. No Way Jose is a jobber. That is confirmed. No Way Jose is a jobber. He is this generation's Brooklyn Brawler. The Swiss Cyborg. Okay, if I comment 6 out... Yeah. Right, we've got the Street Profits again. What are they doing? I'm talking about Extreme Rules. I don't like this. This isn't a good way of using the Street Profits. They're using them to promote Extreme Rules. Days, I'm actually glad you answer my emails. It's Griff, by the way. No one except you answers my emails. No worries, dude. Wondering if Shane is giving clues who the tag partner is. I don't know what's happening. This is horrible to watch. Watch it be Triple H or Vince be Roman's partner. Bray comes out and attacks all of them. That would be awesome. Horrible. That was absolutely horrible. That was a complete waste of the Street Profits. I was literally just waiting to tell you of something good that happened during that, or if there was any puppets or anything at all. There was absolutely nothing. It was diabolical. One of the worst promos I've seen this year. There was a lot of energy to it. There was a lot of enthusiasm in it, but it achieved nothing. I mean, they were speaking about Extreme Rules, but they should be feuding with someone, or they should be causing a bit of trouble backstage. I don't even know what that was. It was absolutely horrible. Oh man, that was trash. That was trash. That was so stupid, says the big guy. That promo was poop. This Raw sucks. Yeah, people aren't happy, man. People aren't happy. And I get it. I understand. You've got the Street Profits there, who are such a good team. So much fun. They interact with the crowd. You know, they jump in with the crowd. They get the crowd worked up. So what do? You keep them backstage doing a useless promo. Doesn't make any sense. Bray will return at SummerSlam. I think that's too long. People are starting to get a little bit restless. I think the problem that WWE had was that the Funhouse was so good that once the Funhouse finished, they just didn't seem to have anything. I mean, the past couple of weeks, you've just had a few puppet appearances. It's not been enough. They needed something much bigger and better for the past couple of weeks. And it feels like they did it just to kind of get through. They did it to get us to, I don't know, whatever they're waiting for. I thought they might be waiting for tonight. And I still think there's a good opportunity here because you could see Bray cause havoc at the end of this. You could see Bray be Roman's partner. I don't think you're going to see Bray until that third hour. They're going to make you wait. They know everyone's waiting for Bray. They see Twitter. They see the feedback. They know what people want. So yeah, people are waiting for Bray, and I don't think that's going to happen for the third hour. Have you read Bray Wyatt's tweet before Raw? Was the anniversary thing? I don't think Devil Vince is happening. I don't know. Such a shame. I thought that would have been a lot of fun. Days, I got Elite 69 Ricochet. Wow, it does look epic. Does look like a great figure. I stayed up all night just for Bray. If he doesn't appear, we riot. Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I mean, there's no guarantees. I would debut him tonight. He said happy anniversary on Twitter. He's aware of it. I'm sure WWE are aware of it. I think the Funhouse was such a success that if Bray Wyatt was to say, I want to debut on this show, it's my anniversary, this is the show I want to come back on, I think WWE would grant him that. So let's not lose heart. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Hour 3 is supposed to be Attitude Era, but it feels worse. They're talking about Maria and Mike Kanellis. What I don't understand is Maria Kanellis issued a match. I don't understand. Why did she issue the match if she knew she was pregnant? I mean, she was going to have to compete at some point during the match. He really sold for that disarmer as well, didn't he? What is going on? That line made no sense. Maybe next time I'll ask Becky to impregnate me. What does that... Why? She is pregnant. Why is Mike apologising? Mike's apologising to Maria. Okay, so Mike... I just don't get this. Are they making her out to be some kind of like psychopath or something? Or maybe some kind of mood swings from the pregnancy? But that would seem a bit trashy. I'm not sure that's a good angle. I'm not too down on it. I'm confused by it. I'm not too down on it. At least there's a story there, but it feels a bit trashy. Don't know. I think they're going for a mood swing angle, to tell the truth. I think that's what they're doing, and I'm not that high on it. I'm not that hot on it. But at least they're using them. And apparently she is genuinely pregnant, so I just don't get why she would ask for a match when she knew that she was pregnant. And then when she was tagged in, she just goes, I can't compete, I'm pregnant. Well, why ask for the match? We've got Nikki Cross and Bayley backstage. They're both being interviewed. Yeah, pregnancy mood swings. At least it isn't that awful Uso revival backshaving thing. That's true. Why do they need to do a backstage interview for 10 minutes about something that's going to happen in half an hour? Good point. Bray follows you on Twitter. He does, yes. He followed me a few weeks ago. Does that make me the leader? Bray said follow the leader, doesn't he? And Bray follows me. I'm the leader, yeah! It's official. I'm the leader. Lovely. Nickel? Who's Nickel Cross? Nikki Cross. Getting frustrated and angry, shouting at Bayley. Maria asked for the match because Mike promised her he would beat Seth in minutes. Okay, fair play. Well, as I said, I'm not hating on it. It's not my favourite thing, and it feels a little trashy, pregnancy mood swings. But they've done way worse. Way worse. Cross will be SmackDown Live Women's Champion at SummerSlam. Maria skipped health class every dang year. Days, do you miss seeing Braun and Alexa? Because I think they're lovely. What, as a tag team? Nah. They were only really together for the Mixed Match Challenge, weren't they? They should bring the Mixed Match Challenge back. Because you would definitely get Seth and Becky. Zelina and Andrade. Who else would you get? Probably Naomi and Jimmy Uso. R.I.P. Sarah and Dana. They are about to be buried. Yes, we've got a Beat the Clock challenge. I believe Bayley's taking on Sarah Logan, and Nikki Cross is facing Dana Brooke. I don't think this is fair. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. We're backstage with the Viking Raiders. They are next. Really cool looking red light. And they've got their headgear on. Viking Raiders are a cool team. Imagine Viking Raiders against Street Profits on this Raw. That would be a much better way of using the Street Profits. How long have you been watching WWE? Since 1992. It should be Zelina and Alistair and Charlotte and Andrade. Yeah, it should be, but they haven't acknowledged the Zelina-Alistair relationship, and I don't think they've acknowledged Charlotte and Andrade. The relationship they seem to be pushing is Zelina and Andrade. So I'm not sure they would give you those teams. What were the figures behind Viking Raiders? Did not see. Bray commented on a WWE post of Roman's tag team match, and he said, remember. No puppets so far. Wildcard count of 4. Half the way through. No puppets. That makes me think that Bray is coming. Maybe. People getting excited about the fact we've not seen puppets. Who is your favourite Hall of Famer? I've got lots. I'm a big fan of old school wrestling. Big fan. So I would have to say the first name that comes to mind is Bruno Sammartino. I absolutely love Alundra Blaze as well. I've got a soft spot for Wendy Richter. Gorilla Monsoon, of course. Those are the ones that come to mind first of all. Days, did you see the tragic news of Lionheart? I did. Was that last week? Maybe 2 weeks? Probably last week, yes. Yeah, devastating. Bray Wyatt is backstage tonight. They've been teasing that for a while, so I wouldn't read too much into that. We didn't see any puppets till the 3rd hour last week. That's true. That's true. Daisy's Undertaker in the Hall of Fame. Nope, not yet. He of course will be, but no, he's not in yet. Favorite era of wrestling? I'm not sure what it's called, but late 80s, early 90s. You're talking about, WrestleMania started in 1985, so I would say 85 to 95, that 10-year period. You could say 95 to 2005. That's going to give you Attitude Era and the start of Ruthless Aggression. I feel like 05 to 2015 was horrible. 05 to 2015, I think was quite poor. You had the whole Daniel Bryan thing and the end of the streak, but that didn't. What era was that? I suppose it was still Ruthless Aggression, wasn't it? But I'm not a fan of 05 to 2015. But I love 85 to 95. I just think you've got Hulkamania. You've got, Andre against Hogan. You've got, obviously, the Macho Man. All the legends, all your favourites, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, British Bulldog, they're all around in that era. You've still got, the older legends, like Bob Backlund and Bruno Sammartino, who I think was having a bit of a feud with Macho Man around that time. It didn't go anywhere. Right. We're backstage. We've got Carmella and R-Truth. They're looking around. I don't know why. Is that Sasha Banks's husband? I believe it was. He's looking inside drawers, R-Truth. I just need my baby back. R-Truth says that the 24/7 championship doesn't like scary movies. It has sleeping problems, apparently. I can't wait to get alone with my baby tonight. Drake Maverick goes running past, and so does half the locker room. Be alone with my baby tonight. Oh, nice. They go in the other direction. Is this new? Oh, okay. It is the Viking Raiders. Days, do you like Edge versus Cena in 2006? Yeah, I mean, I suppose 05 to 2015 is Cena's time, isn't it? You're right. Cena dominates that period. It's probably why I wasn't a big fan of that period. I think we've definitely moved away from one person being the face of the company. In a way, I suppose things are a little more interesting now because you've got Becky, who, you know, has headlined WrestleMania, but then you had Roman before that. You've got Seth bobbing around, AJ bobbing around. There's no one that's really the main person. You've got Brock. You've just got a lot of people. But 05 to 2015, it was Cena's time. 95 to 2005 is Stone Cold and The Rock to a slightly lesser degree. Hogan, obviously, over at WCW. Look at this. We've got a couple of little jobbers here. Jobbers. Have you been to a WWE event? Yeah, I've been to a few. I've been to a few Raws. And when I was a kid, I went to some house shows. In fact, I found pictures of wrestling house shows that I went to in the early 90s. But obviously cameras weren't brilliant then, or certainly not cameras that we had at home. We just had little disposable cameras that we took along to the show, so the flash would go off, but it would be enough light to just light this area here. So the pictures are really dark, which is why I've never shown them. But I might try and find a way of putting them into a video, because maybe if I zoom in, you might be able to make a few things out. I know one of the matches that I could see definitely had The Undertaker in it. And Alundra Blaze versus Bertha Faye. That was another match. Alundra Blaze versus Bertha Faye. I actually have seen that match live when I was a kid. Bang, down. 1, 2, 3. Pointless. Thanks for coming. Days, imagine if a puppet popped up when Truth opened that drawer. Someone's running through the... Oh, it's Drake. Drake Maverick's here. We've got loads of superstars running through the crowd. They just ran into the Viking Raiders. Truth is in the ring. Truth is face to face with the Viking Raiders. What is happening here? It just gets out of there. Truth gets Carmella on his back and they run away. Oh! Huskus! 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 Huskus the pig boy! That is cool. Huskus behind Ricochet. So, Huskus was behind... Oh! Does this mean we're not getting Bray again? Is that it? Is it just... they're just teasing us now by putting little puppets in the background? I really didn't want to see a puppet. I didn't want to see a puppet tonight. I'm at the point now where I want Bray. I want Bray. I don't want these little puppet appearances. We've had 2 weeks of that. And it's time. It's time to see Bray. Does this mean no Bray? Your guess is as good as mine, my friend. Your guess is as good as mine. It's probably happening in Extreme Rules. Where was Huskus? He was behind Ricochet. It was really cool, actually. He didn't move. There was a blue crate, and you just had his chocolate mouth-covered happy face. I love Huskus. I think Huskus might be my favourite. It's either Huskus or Rambling Rabbit. But Huskus is good. He doesn't hurt anyone. He just wants to eat. And he's got a German accent. I love that. Oh, yeah, my name is Huskus. Has anyone seen any chocolate, yeah? I love eating pizza, yeah? Mr. Ricochet, I am a very big fan of you. I will be a bigger fan if you give me a curly whirly. Get it, 'cause he's a pig, so his tail will be a curly whirly. No, Bray. Okay, I'm out. Well, we don't know yet. We don't know. Does the fact that he didn't move mean anything? Maybe. They've all moved before. This time he was motionless. Huskus is adorable. I think Bray could debut the night after Extreme Rules to start a new feud. I am a French fan of the channel. Wow. Bonjour, my friend. Do we really sound that bad? No, you do not. That is not an impression of German people. That is an impression of Huskus. Huskus is a very specific German person. He's very, very strong in his accent. I mean, I'm German, and that is not a German accent. Right, can I just shout out my German friends there? That was not a dig at my German friends. I've been to Germany many times. I'm a big fan of Germany. I have a Bayern Munich scarf somewhere. But anyway, yes, that was not an impression of your traditional, typical German people. That was an impression of Huskus, the pig boy, who has a very thick, very rich German accent. Yeah. Augustus, yeah, it is. It is Augustus from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. What is the logic on waiting so long to bring Bray back? They are getting people to talk about WWE, even if it's positive or negative. They just want people talking about it. I hope Bray debuts tonight. Are we going to see the puppet? Oh, we've seen a puppet. Does that mean no Bray? All of that on Twitter is good news for WWE because you're talking about them. That's what they want. But there will come a point where people will just give up and walk away. So they can't wait too long. The Funhouse was amazing. These little sightings have been fun, but I am at the point now where I want Bray. And I feel like tonight should be the night because of his anniversary. But they might not want to do it because they probably are going to want everyone to be talking about Extreme Rules. It could just be really bad timing because of Extreme Rules being this weekend. We've got Roman backstage. Here comes Ricochet. Who is Ricochet thinking? Do you watch Xavier Woods' channel? No, I don't have time for that, dude. Ricochet. Dun, dun. Obviously, the United States champion. Bye, Logan. What was that noise in the background? When there's an opportunity that makes perfect sense, you can bet that WWE will be like, but it's too obvious. Was there a puppet behind Ricochet? There was. Yeah, it was Huskus the pig boy. Well, it's very frustrating because they give you the Firefly Funhouse, which is incredible, and you can break it down and look at the meaning and, you know, have so much fun with it. And then the momentum goes, like, the momentum has gone now. now it's just like puppets making the odd appearance. It's time. It's definitely time. This Bray Wyatt suspense is killing me. It's becoming borderline frustrating. They call it the Firefly Funhouse, but there's no Fireflies. I think we're the Fireflies. Is Ricochet going to do an open challenge as well? He's in the ring, in his wrestling gear. Oh, it's not, is it? It's not. It's Luke Gallows. I forgot. In fact, I should put that here. It's going to be Ricochet against Luke Gallows. Not borderline frustrating, just frustrated. I am missing the Firefly Funhouse big time. I understand. If you could be any wrestler, who would you be? I would be CM Punk. I would be CM Punk. I'd be CM Punk because A, I'd be married to AJ Lee, and I think she's lovely. B, I'm not wrestling at the moment, so I'm not getting hurt. C, the whole world wants me to return, which it's nice to be wanted. So there's a lot of positives to being CM Punk. So I would be CM Punk. They need to make the viewing times better for UK fans. It's hard, isn't it? Because it needs to be live. If it's not live, then spoilers will leak. Elias will be Roman's partner. That's why he left the match early against the Usos. Yeah, I could see it being Elias. Okay, so we're getting Luke Gallows against Ricochet. And the club are here. Never rest, never rust. Weird seeing AJ as a heel. I like it though. I've watched more If Days than Raw tonight. It's been flat. It's been a very flat show. There's really nothing that I would go back and rewatch, to be honest. Just a very frustrating show. Kind of a typical go-home show. The problem with go-home shows is that they're constantly promoting the forthcoming show. But a lot of the stories are already sorted, so there's not much to add, there's not much to say, there's no new developments. Really makes for a flat show. Hate go-home shows. Bring back a new version of the NWO. Who would you want to see Bray Wyatt feud with? It's got to be Randy Orton. Do you remember when people said AJ Styles had soccer mom hair? That's true. He still does. End the brand split. It's just recapping the feuds. Yep. These three back together reminds me that they haven't had a good stable in a long time. They're just recapping how we got to this point. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Maybe. They're just showing last week. AJ thought he had it won, but Ricochet had his foot under the rope. Hate these recaps. I understand they're important for people that don't watch each week, but very frustrating for those of us that do. Could you imagine if during my live streams I just started showing clips from last week's live stream? I don't get it. What part of the show are we at? We are at the end of the second hour. And we're still waiting to find out who the mystery partner's going to be for Roman. I'm really hoping that they pick someone like Elias, and then before he walks out, he's found beaten up backstage, and then we get Bray. That's my hope. Hard to tune in tomorrow when it's so bad tonight. I know, dude. Staying up till 3, 4. I know. I mean, what I will say is we've definitely seen worse. I've definitely seen worse shows than this. Whoever Shane picks should be found hanging upside down like Sam. Yeah, I agree with Gator Fan. Definitely agree. That would be cool. So, Gallows, choke slams, Ricochet down. Going for the cover, but of course, he's going to need to do more than that. We will do a Wheel of Fun as soon as we get to the next commercial break. Yeah. I tell you what, FM Bradders, that would be good for the views on my channel. That would really help me out. Days, if Wildcard stays, that means Eric and Heyman will have to work together. Yeah. Yeah. To a degree. I mean, I should imagine Vince just says, right, I want this person and this person on the show this week, make it work. So, I'm not sure how much working together will have to be done, but I suppose if you're using the other person's superstars on your show, you're gonna have to tell them how you're using them. Like, the stories have to make sense, don't they, across both shows? It's messy. It's really messy. They could do better than this. Whilst we're watching this boring match, can I just remind people, again, WWE do replays, so I feel like I might as well do a replay and a recap. But, yeah, when this video goes over to YouTube, it'll be over on YouTube about half an hour after the show ends. Drop comments, as many comments as you want. Drop likes, drop comments. Those comments, those names, that's where I'm going to pick my Wheel of Fun winners from, championship participants from. I'm going to use those comments. I think how I'll do it is I will literally just scroll through and then stop. And whoever it stops on, that's going to be the winner. Or that's the person that's going to be in the championship match. So as many comments as you want. Like away as well. It really is going to help the stream. Because obviously we're going to have to start from 0 views when this moves over to YouTube. So you're helping the stream by giving it comments, giving it likes, giving it views. And I think the best way that I can reward that, the best way I can thank you for doing that, is by picking all my winners, all the participants from the comments. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to try some. We're going to see if it works. And with that being said, Ricochet just picks up the victory. So Gallows is very frustrated. So AJ, I think, says, you've beaten Gallows. Okay, so Ricochet has beaten Gallows, and now they're challenging him to a match against Anderson. Anderson, a great singles wrestler. Used to compete as a singles wrestler in New Japan. Right, okay. So, it's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. Right, Wheel of Fun time. Wheel of Fun. Wheel of Fun. Here we go. Wheel of Fun. Let's spin this wheel round. Please don't land on forfeit. My brain has only just recovered. My throat has only just recovered. That's what happened. That's what... Oh, my God. That's what happened to the water bottle last time because I couldn't get enough water out of it. I was nearly drinking the actual bottle. But it's landed on giveaway! Yes, yes, yes! People saying forfeit or giveaway. Well, it's given you giveaway, so you can't hate on that. You can't hate on that. So we've got giveaway. So we are going to give away a WWE Kids magazine. We've got this one comes with a wearable WWE title, Seth Rollins keyring, keyboard stickers, giant Braun Strowman poster, stickers, and you also get a pack of slam attacks, and you get the magazine as well. So you get all of that inside WWE Kids magazine. And of course you can get this in the UK. If you go over to their Twitter, I think you can sign up to their subscription if you wanted to get it each month. There's always lots of great prizes and things in there. Obviously they don't sponsor this. I am just telling you my honest opinion. They are kind enough to actually give me an article inside the magazine, so there will be, I can't even remember what I say in this one, action figure review. So a Wrestling Days action figure review inside WWE Kids magazine. So we're going to give this away. Now the problem I've got is I know that VAR isn't brilliant on Twitch. There's a certain way you have to do it, and I can't remember. Okay, right, let me jump over to Twitch on my phone and see if there is a way. Let's go to Wrestling Days. Wrestling Phase. Who the hell is Wrestling Phase? Do you know there is a Wrestling Phase on Twitch? Amazing. A phasing? That is absolutely a phasing. Right, we have got... I am watching myself right now. What a handsome guy. Okay, we've got the chat. Is there a way that I can pop the chat out? How do I do this? I mean, look, I am literally watching myself right now. This is like Inception. Wow, and look, the delay. It's not that long. I've just shown you, and in a second, it will show you. There, look. So, that is the delay. The delay, in fact, let's count it. Look, if I show you, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 4-second delay. About 4 or 5 second delay from me saying it and you seeing it. 4 or 5 seconds. Interesting. Right, that is trippy. You're absolutely right. How do I get... I'm trying to figure out if the chat is going to let me go back. Is it going to let me go back? Yes, I think it is. Right, okay. Yes, it is. Right, let's go for the 20th person that gives me the word fiend. 20th person that gives me the word fiend. Here we go. Oh, man, look how quick that is. Look how quick that is. Normally, I'm sat here ages waiting on YouTube. I tell you what, we've learnt some stuff by coming over here. We've learnt that YouTube put on like a minute delay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Well done to Edom is here now. Edom is here now from earlier. Edom is here now. Well done, my friend. You are a winner. So Edom is here. Let me jot that down in my notes. Edom is here. Raw. Edom is here, wins WWE Kids Magazine. So, Edom is here. Can you send me your address, please, my friend? Send me your address. Send it to Wrestling Days, not WW. Wrestling Days at gmail.com. Took me, the brain was having to work then. I was trying to figure out my email address. Well done to Edom is here. So, 4-5 seconds delay, my friends. So that means when it happens, I comment, you hear it about 4-5 seconds later. Right, we are underway, well underway with Anderson against Ricochet. We are approaching the third and final hour. I hope Bray returns tonight, if not worst birthday ever. Happy birthday, Ashley. Days on the wheel, the yellow wedge says championship, yes, because we've got our championships right here. We should be defending them anyway, but to be honest, it's been difficult finding the time. Like it's not as if we've been sat here twiddling our thumbs, not knowing what to do. So I'm quite happy for them to be defended when the wheel wants, and it's not landed on it yet. Uppercut by Anderson, and Ricochet goes down. Did you see Huskus the Pig? We did, yes. Raw has been bad. It has been pretty bad. They hit gold last week, but the problem was they had 3 big things happen in one show, and they were never going to be able to repeat that this week. This feels more like a normal week's Raw. You know, it's solid. The matches are good, but they're just, everything's inconsequential. Nothing matters anymore. We don't even get like, do you know what I miss? I miss like a mean Gene Okerlund, where he used to stand kind of in the crowd and do interviews with like the Ultimate Warrior. They used to come out and they used to interview them on a little platform. It wasn't the entrance stage, but it was a little platform just kind of by the crowd. 2. Ricochet beats Anderson. So Ricochet embarrassing the club right now. AJ Styles unloading on Ricochet. They are going mental on Ricochet. Are they going to challenge him? Like, are they going to ask that he... Planting Ricochet. Could someone help Ricochet? Could Bray help Ricochet? Ricochet is getting scooped up. So the club destroying him. 3-on-1 at the moment. Not getting anything. They're just standing over him. Clearly Ricochet doesn't have any friends. Oh, that's worth mentioning though. Apparently we are going to find out tomorrow who knocked on the door. They've said that we will find out who knocked on the door. On Aleister Black's door. We will find out tomorrow. So tomorrow could be worth watching. Ricochet looked like AJ's going to hit the Styles Clash from the second rope. No, he just pushes him away. He doesn't even bother. Doesn't even bother. Ricochet is a beaten man. And no one likes him. AJ says he's a good guy. Can we get that magazine in the USA? I believe so. I know you could. I know there was a slight issue. I don't know what that issue was, but there was a slight issue. That might have been resolved now. But if you go over to WWE Kids Mag on Twitter, then I'm sure all the details would be there. I think they might even have a website. But I know for a fact they're on Twitter. If you fire them a message, they will get back to you. Ricochet getting back up. Now, AJ Styles told Ricochet to stay down. Ricochet didn't stay down. So, AJ is going to look for that phenomenal forearm. Here we go, look. He hits him with it. Ricochet goes down. WWE Network exclusive. I feel bad for Grimm's divorce. Days, your streams are better than Raw and SmackDown sometimes. Thank you, dude. What is this? Oh, it's the Evolve show. Yeah, they're making a real big deal out of that because obviously it's going to be at the same time as Fight for the Fallen, I believe. I like the fact that they are showing it. It's a bit cheeky. I want to see Orange Cassidy. That's what I want to see. That is big promotion, isn't it, for Evolve? Evolve must be like wetting themselves right now. Actually getting a mention on TV. Like, Evolve could not even begin to imagine that. But they're doing that to hurt AEW. It is cheeky. The war has begun. So, Days, will the Hurt heel gloves be exclusive to The Fiend? No. No, we've seen Bray wear them. So, Undertaker and Roman against Shane and Drew. That's taking place at Extreme Rules. Days, where's Neville? He's over in Dragon's Gate. He has left WWE. He wrestles under the name of Pac now. He was meant to be at AEW, but apparently there was disagreements, and so that's not happening. He's not having any matches with them anymore. 50-odd minutes left of this Raw. It's not been brilliant, but can they give us a big talking point? Can they give us something? We know we've got that Beat the Clock challenge. There's obviously this mystery partner as well, so I'm still kind of keeping hopes alive that we might see Bray. We've seen Huskus earlier. Did you say Bray tweeted happy anniversary? Yes, he did. He did. We're backstage with Drake Maverick's wife. Oh, who's in the crate? R-Truth is in the crate with a ref. Just run away, Drake. R-Truth staring at him. Oh. Carmella was in the other crate. R-Truth has got the ref on his back. And there's Bayley. Why was there a guy just standing in the middle with his back turned to us? There was a guy, did you see that then? There was a guy that was standing in the centre. Now he's back to us. He was behind Bayley. There's a janitor here. I think Shane is quite interested in asking the janitor. Well, there we go. Did you say Bray tweeted happy anniversary? Yes. Yes. Give the giveaway to @WWE Freak Official. Okay, dude. It's very kind. Go back over to the stream. Days, my local Walmart has stopped selling Mattel figures. I gotta be honest, I'm hearing a lot of very upsetting news. Someone got in touch with me to say that Walgreens were running low. And then now I'm hearing about Walmart, and I've heard a few people saying their Walmart was empty. And actually, if you watch the Tommy Toy Travels, I am a massive, massive Tommy Toy Travels fan. He actually came back with a video. He hasn't been doing videos or wrestling videos for about 9 months, 10 months. But he came back with the toy hunt. And basically, there was nothing on the shelves. They had some belts, but no figures. So, I don't know if it's like a refresh that they're going to do and they're going to get the new lines in. I don't know what the deal is, but a lot of Walmarts have got no figures on their shelves at the moment. So, yeah, crazy. Smith's, though, as you might have seen, I mean, we did a toy hunt in Smith's. I think that video got quite a few views today, which I really appreciate because, again, as we said earlier, this stream isn't on YouTube. Obviously, that means we're not making any money from this. So I really do appreciate it when the other videos get views. And that had quite a few views on it, that toy hunt, and I really appreciate that. I even hid the Fiend in the video. If you've seen the video, don't spoil it for people. He is genuinely in there. Well, not Bray, but I have hidden the Fiend in there. So you'll have to see if you can find the Fiend in the toy hunt. Really good response to that video as well. I'm pleased so many people enjoyed it. So yeah, just something to be aware of. My Walmart doesn't have anything anymore. That was Really? The 5 Walmarts local to you don't have anything. Days, why are toy hunts more efficient than just buying online? Why are toy hunts more efficient? They're not more efficient, but there's people want to be able to see the figures. They want to know what's new out, what's in shops at the moment. They might watch the toy hunts and then order things online. So it's kind of just nice to see what's out there, what's actually on shelves. Plus, I have a lot of people get in touch with me that really enjoy the toy hunts because they get to see a little bit of England. As silly as that sounds, you've already seen tonight, there's a lot of people from Germany, a lot of people from India, a lot of people from Canada, a lot of people from America, who have never been to the UK, have never been to England. So the toy hunts are fun. They get to see new products. Also, they get to just have a little taste of maybe England. I mean, it's dreary, wet, largely depressing. But at least you get a taste of it. So, yeah, that's why I think people enjoy the toy hunts. Or one of the reasons, anyway. And obviously, we try to have fun with them. Right, so Shane is talking to the janitor. So Shane says he's going to pay the janitor $5,000 to just stand there. Put a mask on him. They're talking about masks. They're talking about masks. They're talking about masks. Oh my God! Oh my God! They're talking about putting a mask on him! Ah! Do you know what? What would be really fun? Yes, it'd be fun if it was Bray, but they've said that The Undertaker can't get involved. So what if The Undertaker is in the mask? Even that would be epic. That would make a great Mattel figure as well, a masked Undertaker. I know they've already done one with that white mask when he had the orbital bone that was broken. And he looked like Phantom of the Opera. So we kind of have had a masked Undertaker. But potentially not like this. Oh, guys, you are allowed to get excited. You are officially allowed to get excited. Because I think whatever happens, maybe it's The Fiend, maybe it's Undertaker. I think whatever happens, I think it's going to be a big deal. I think it's been a flat show, but there's potential there for a big talking point. Oh, damn, it's either going to be Bray or Taker. Just to be clear, you are streaming AEW this Saturday. Yes. Sarah Logan making her way down. Obviously, she looks a little bit different. She's still coming down to like Riot Squad music. They've kind of broken up the Riot Squad. Sarah Logan's got like a Viking vibe going on. In fact, the side of the ring still says Riot. Yeah, so Renee saying that... So Sarah Logan against Bayley. I don't want Sarah Logan to get buried here. I feel like Sarah Logan's a very interesting prospect. Renee says that she doesn't hunt, but she heard from Sarah that you are meant to howl before you hunt. Crazy Mary looking kind of good, yeah. That'd be good if they brought that character in. Crazy Mary Dobson, was it? What happens if Bayley and Nikki lose? Is it just whoever lasts longer? Do you know what? I'm not sure. What happens if both lose? I don't know. What happens if both lose? I should imagine, yeah, it would be who lasted longer. Against the ropes goes Bayley. Oh, headbutt. That is vicious. I can see that going wrong in the future. Nasty kick, and Bayley really selling it. That was right in the midriff. Right in her stomach, and Bayley's in pain on the outside. Sarah Logan looking really good here. Love that headbutt. She's howling. I'm not sure about the howling. Sarah Logan should be part of the Viking Raiders. Yeah, they don't want to do intergender matches though, do they? So I'm not sure really what she can bring to the Viking Raiders. They'd have to face like a tag team and a woman, and then... Sarah hurling Bayley into the corners. 1 minute 50 on the clock that's gone already. Scream by Sarah. Bayley really got her work cut out here. She's married to one of them. She is. Undertaker hasn't been reported backstage. Do you think Bray should get revenge on those who humiliated him? Yes. Or maybe it's Rhino. He likes wearing masks. That's a good point. I've never seen Sarah Logan fight, but I'm really enjoying it. She's excellent. She's a great wrestler. So is Ruby. I really like those two from the Riot Squad. Liv Morgan, I was never a fan of. I think Liv Morgan did improve, but she was never on the level of Sarah or Ruby. But yeah, good match. 2 minutes 50 on the clock. Bayley not setting the quickest time. And actually in a whole world of trouble here. Is that a clover leaf? Is that a clover leaf? Cloverleaf submission? Wrestling fans, let me know. Is that a cloverleaf submission? The commentators don't seem to know because they haven't told us, but Bayley gets over to the ropes. And I believe that to be a cloverleaf. CM Punk chants. Yes. I don't know why. We're not in Chicago. And that's a bit disrespectful because I actually think this match is all right. Logan fired up. 3 minutes 50 on the clock now. Days, if you were taken off YouTube, you still stream shows. True dedication. We appreciate it. Thank you very much, Chris the Mark. Clothesline by Sarah. I genuinely love streaming. I love spending this time with you guys. So even though we're not making any money, even though we're not growing the YouTube channel, even though we achieve very little by being over here on Twitch, I still have a great deal of fun being with you guys. So into the corner goes Sarah Logan. Bayley dragging Sarah into the center, looking for that pin, and she gets it. 4:32. 4 minutes 32 on the clock. So is Nikki Cross going to come down now? Oh man, I should have changed this. I didn't even change this graphic, did I? I am a disgrace. This is why I'm not on YouTube, because I am a rubbish YouTuber. Nikki Cross versus Dana Brookie. Dana Brooke. Right, Nikki Cross running around like Batman who lost his cape. Just another way to only give the ladies short matches. Yes, we are going to an ad break. That was my favourite match so far. It's good seeing you happy. It makes us happy. I appreciate the support, dude. Make a Patreon. We don't need to do that. Hopefully, we can just get back to YouTube. That's all I want. I just want to be able to stream on YouTube. Shame to see Dana and Sarah in jobber roles. Are the rumours true of CM Punk going to AEW? No idea. No one knows. CM Punk probably knows, but I don't think it'll happen. CM Punk, I think, is quite happy doing what he's doing at the moment. I don't think he needs wrestling, and I don't think he needs AEW. So I don't know. He might want to do it just to stick it to WWE, just to upset WWE, just to put another nail in their coffin. So yeah, he could do it for those reasons. But he doesn't need the money, and he doesn't seem to be that interested in wrestling. He's doing commentary for MMA at the moment, and actually MMA very much is where his focus is, so I'm not sure. Days, do you remember Rated RKO? Yes, cool team. Apparently Undertaker is not in New Jersey. Ooh, don't call your YouTube a disgrace. Your videos are better than my videos. I'm sure that's not true, dude. Days, Diamond Cutter or RKO? I think RKO. Diamond Cutter was awesome, but I was never a WCW guy. In fact, I'll be very, very honest. I think I'm right in saying I never watched a full episode of Nitro when it aired live. I saw bits, but I never watched a full episode. And I've obviously caught up with quite a bit since it all finished in the early 2000s. But I was like Kevin Owens. WWE actually put a video out of The Undertaker and what would happen if he went to WCW. It was a fun little video, but I hated the fact that they had teased Undertaker versus Sting. And it was all just to promote this video. I watched the video, and it was fine. Not really anything too special. But Kevin Owens actually was in the video, and he said that he was always a WWF guy. If Undertaker had gone to WCW, then he would have ignored him. He wouldn't have. He said he would have been dead to him, which would be ironic because obviously the Undertaker's dead anyway. And I feel the same. I feel the same. Once you went to WCW, I wasn't interested in you. I was a WWF guy. Taker versus Sting, Saudi 2020. I'd still want to see it. I totally understand people saying they don't want to see it. I understand people saying it's too late. I understand people saying it would be awful. But I still want to see it. It's a match I've always wanted to see. So even now, why would I not want to see it? Be worth it just for the build, just for the entrances, just for the face-to-face. Imagine Sting getting the Scorpion Death Drop on Undertaker. Right, Dana Brooke making her way down now. I read Shout Theory that the 4 puppets were behind the camera, which is why he looks in all 4 corners. Then he smiles as he realises he can let the Fiend take away the pains of being the man. Yeah, I'm not sold on that. Nikki Cross charging over, so the clock is counting down. Dana jumps to the outside and she's taking her time. Look at this, Dana on the outside, clapping the crowd, celebrating. Is she going to get counted out? Yeah, she gets back in, rolls straight back out again. So she's winding up Nikki here. High fives between Dana and Bayley. Nikki Cross getting very upset. She goes out the ring and she's chasing Dana around the ring. Dana finally starting to fight. Nikki has got 3 minutes 40 left to put Dana away. I think Nikki will do it. Will the stream be at the same time tomorrow? Yes. We have to start later because I do want to put this onto YouTube. I know there's people that watch the streams at work the next day. I've had people getting in touch that kind of use it a bit like a podcast. Just they, don't get a chance to watch Raw. They have to get up and go to work. So what they do is they watch the stream. So they get to keep up to date with everything that's happened, all the live reactions, all the little talking that we do throughout the stream. And they watch it like a podcast. So that's why I put it onto YouTube after. And I need the file to be as short as possible. The shorter it is, the quicker it goes over. So that's why we start like 10-15 minutes before Raw. And that's why the second Raw finishes, we've got to go. We can't stick around and be chatting. So sadly, we are going to have to run away in about 34 minutes. But it is what it is, and hopefully you guys understand why. Big splash then. Lovely move by Dana, but she doesn't connect. 1, 2. She does get a pin on Nikki. Nikki in a bit of trouble. On her feet. Backslide. Nice little roll through. 1, 2. Kick out by Nikki. 2 minutes left. Net breaker. Swinging net breaker. 1, 2. And she does it. She did it with 1 minute 50 left. So Alexa will pick the stipulation. There we go. Nikki fired up. Gets the result. Days, do I annoy you by emailing? Sorry if I do. Please tell me. No. The only thing is that the email tends to be used for like competition winners. And so I just kind of use it for that. So I don't really use it for like lengthy conversations. That's what we do here. And I reply to people on Twitter as well, and we might find out the stipulation here. So Nikki Cross says she wants to say something to Bayley's face. Bayley just smiling on the outside. Bayley getting into the ring. I want to say it to your face. That's my impression of Nikki Cross. Bayley, I love you. Nice. Nikki Cross says to Bayley, you don't understand what real friendship means. So, Nikki Cross saying that this is going to be a 2-on-1 handicap match. And Nikki Cross says she's going to help Alexa take that championship away from Bayley. Nikki just burned her. Go and find a friend? Oh. Nikki got slapped by Bayley. Bayley to belly. So Nikki was saying that Bayley didn't know real friendship. She needed a friend to slap some sense into her. Obviously lots of hints towards Sasha. Big elbow by Bayley there. So, 2-on-1 handicap match. Not sure how Sasha's going to get involved in that, if I'm being honest. Ringside support? I don't know. Unless maybe Bayley wins that match, and then both of them are beating her up after, and then Sasha comes down to help Bayley. But I've had enough of the Bayley-Sasha friendship. I really don't want that anymore. Okay, so apparently Corey Graves is going to be interviewing when we come back. Days, did you hear about Cameron Boyce? No, I don't. Who's that? What if Bray hacked the commentators' headsets and said, let him in? Could be fun. Days, so we have had Crazy Mary Dobson. Now we have Nikki Storm. Is it ICW Women's Night? That's a good point. That's a good point. Feel like we just need Pippa Niven to make an appearance. I missed the therapy sessions between Sasha and Bayley. It didn't lead anywhere though, did it? Sasha should help her and then turn on her. You know, on iPhone, I don't even have to have Twitch open to hear the stream on Twitch. Is that true? Hello, C Wrestling, by the way. I did not know that. So, I mean, that's interesting. So you can just have the audio. So you don't need to see the moneymaker. Yeah, you don't need to see the good stuff. You can literally just hear what we're saying. That is interesting. Did you hear Fight for the Fallen is free now? That's cool. Cameron Boyce was a huge Disney actor and has died at the age of 20. Oh, I did hear that a Disney actor had passed away, but I don't know anything. I've never seen him or heard of him. So, obviously, RIP to him, and I'm sure his family are going. I mean, 20, that is no age, is it? So, that's awful. Do you think Bray has a new finisher? What about his entrance music? Get asked that a lot. What is his new entrance music going to be? I feel like it needs to be dark. I feel like it needs to have elements of the Firefly Funhouse. Like, I don't know. I would love for it to be like a dark, broken up version of the Funhouse theme. Just like it played backwards or something. That would be cool. My God, this Raw. It's not brilliant, is it? It's not been a brilliant Raw. But they are talking about putting a mask on Roman's partner. So let's see. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see how that plays out. They could still save this Raw. Like a slow, this is a friendship that will never end. That could be creepy. Yeah. I would still have like quite a... Have it slow and mysterious, but you could still have like a... something in the background that still keeps the theme going a lot. You don't want this like... you don't want a drudgy, nothing theme. Like, it's still got to have a bit of something to it. But I think this is what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be the Firefly Funhouse theme. It can just be a twisted version of it. A twisted, dark version of it. I would like that. I liked his old theme, but I do think that, you know, Bray has moved on from his past, and so I don't see how he can keep his old theme. And the fact that WWE don't own the Sister Abigail name now means I don't think you're going to see that as his finisher anymore. Right, we're back with Maria, and I've got to be honest, I am... Maria wanting... So, Maria saying that she's not sure that Mike... She's having these weird mood swings. I don't know how I feel about it. I kind of... I like the fact they're using them. I think that it's one of those things where I think if you was to talk about it in a meeting room, you'd probably say that's a really good idea. Like, okay, what if Maria's pregnant again? How are we going to use her? Because she can't be in matches. So what do we do? Well, what about if we have a like mood swings and she's like being really nice to Mike, and then she turns on Mike, and then Mike's confused. He doesn't know where he stands. You know, could we get something on that? Maybe she's like really supportive, and then she's, you know, laying into it. It's the kind of idea I could see working when you talk about it. But actually, when you watch it, I feel like it's not connecting. I'm not going to give up on it. I feel like there could still be something of value there. So I'm not going to give up on it yet. We're backstage anyway with Seth and Becky. Seth is wearing a normal Seth Rollins shirt. He is not wearing the man's man shirt, thank God. Hopefully they've burned it. They've burned all of them that have been made. We've got Corey Graves interviewing them backstage. I wonder why they're getting Corey to do it and not Charlie Caruso. $20 left. What are they doing? Sounds good on paper, just hasn't been executed well. That's true. Hello, Mr. Monkey, by the way. Hope you're well, my friend. Look at how proud Seth is. I hate it. Hate it. I hate the word dopes. I hate this relationship. Look at the smile. Hate it. Hate it. Days, what if Eva Marie is behind the mask? Well, that will make one hell of a reaction video, I can tell you that much. Corey's questions are cringe. They are cringe. They're just running down. Obviously, we've got 20 minutes left. Please be Bray. 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 SmackDown has to beat Raw this week. What if it's Kane? They're just running through the Samoa Joe, Kofi Kingston angle at the moment. You mean Vince's questions are cringe? That's a good point. That's a good point. This Raw means nothing if it isn't Bray. You're right. You are right. This show has been flat. We're going back to the Street Profits. Am I actually the only one who finds the Street Profits funny? No. I love the Street Profits. I think they're great tag team champions. I just don't like these promos. They're literally just promoting Extreme Rules, which is absolutely fine, but I don't find the way they're doing it entertaining, if I'm being honest. What if it's the Hurricane? They could be good if they stop all this comedy. Street Profits, I'm not feeling it. They same, dude. I love the Street Profits. They're great in the ring. They know how to have fun. They can be funny, but these little segments to promote Extreme Rules just aren't doing it. We've seen Huskus on Bray's anniversary. Yes. Days, thanks for being so cool to me on email. No worries, dude. 6 Fireflies, 6 characters, 6th anniversary. Days, do you think Bray Wyatt is going to have a lot of people travel to Orlando? Maybe. Okay, is there any puppets in the background here? We've got Shane and Drew. Someone just popped out in the corridor, but I can't see. I don't think there's anything Bray related there. And screen fades to black, and no, there was not, is the answer. Who's the guy leaning up against the wall? Don't know. I do feel, I've said this for weeks and weeks and weeks, I do honestly feel like there's more going on in the background than what we know. There is footage I've seen of someone spray painting some words onto a wall in one of the backgrounds. And that's not usual behavior, is it? So I do feel like there's more going on than what we know. Yes, I think we might be heading to commercial. Let's do Wheel of Fun. Right, it's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. Wheel of Fun time. Let's spin the wheel because we do not want to miss what is coming next. I've got high hopes that the wheel will actually, there it is, that we could get Bray Wyatt. We could get Bray Wyatt. I still feel like it's 50-50. You know, so far we've had one puppet. Slam attack. Right, slam attack, friends. Slam attack. So, you know the score. 3 packs of slam attacks. 3 packs of slam attacks. They are going to go to the 22nd person. 22nd person that gives me the word. 22nd person that gives me the word Yowie. 22nd person that gives me the word Yowie. I'm just waiting. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, well done to Harsh Prathai. Harsh Prathai, you are the winner in that one. Well done, my friend. Well done to Harsh Prathai. So I am going to write down that Harsh won that one. Harsh Prathai, 3 packs of slam attacks. Boom, shakalaka. Well done, dude. Don't forget, if you want to enter the Wheel of Fun tomorrow, because we're here again tomorrow, or if you want to enter into, because we will do championships tomorrow as well. If you want to enter into the championships, then make sure that you leave comments on the Raw live stream. You can leave as many comments as you like. I'd appreciate it if you would like the stream as well. All of it is going to help the stream when it moves over to YouTube. So that's you know what, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. It helps the stream. Obviously, right now we are not on YouTube. Whilst we're doing this, we're not on YouTube. So as soon as this finishes, I will move it to YouTube. Take about half an hour, but then you will see it on YouTube. It will appear on YouTube. Comment in this stream comments when it does move over. That's going to help the stream, and as a way of saying thank you for doing that, I'm going to pick all the winners, all the competition entries, anything we need to do, I will pick from the comments. We're just going to do it randomly. I'm just going to go through. I don't know how many times I'll swipe, but obviously the more comments you leave, and it can be anything, I don't care. Obviously try and keep it clean, but we'll go through. And that's how we're going to decide tomorrow. So, with that being said, the big dog, Roman Reigns, making his way. I'm sure we're going to get Shane after this. Tag team match. Not a great deal of time left, is there? We've got 13 minutes. And we know that the partner is going to be wearing a mask. I am. Do you know what? I'm nervous. I really, really want this to be Bray. I feel like it could work. I feel like this could work. I am nervous. Days sub to Wrestling Days. Yes, please subscribe as well. I really appreciate that. Obviously, we normally pick up about 100 subscribers during these streams. We won't get any of those. The channel normally makes, or the streams normally make a little bit of money. Not much, not loads. But it's not about that. It's really not about that, because otherwise I wouldn't be doing it on Twitch. But here comes Shane anyway. Shane making his way out. So Shane McMahon making his way out. Obviously, Drew McIntyre's going to come out as well. We've got Roman already in the ring, and there's going to be a mystery partner for Roman. They've spoken to the janitor. They spoke to the guy that was selling the alcohol. The guy that was selling the alcohol was selling it for $15 a pint. That's madness. Now they've both got microphones. Oh, because he wants to get his proper introduction. So Shane and Drew versus Roman and who? Who is it? They've said it's the janitor in a mask. It might not be the janitor in the mask. It could be the Fiend. I really want this to be the Fiend. It is the 6-year anniversary. Okay, so Shane talking right now, saying that he's loving the energy. They're building it and building it and building it. We got 10 minutes left of the show. And obviously, Extreme Rules, it's going to be Undertaker and Roman versus Drew and Shane. Undertaker is not allowed to appear tonight and interfere. If he does, then he is kicked out of that match. So, Drew saying a few words now. Drew saying he can see right through Roman. Oh, come on, just get to it. Just get to it. The wrestling world is going to explode if it's Bray. The world might explode if it's Bray. They're going on about the fact that Roman doesn't respect authority. I know there's going to be a lot of people that don't think this should be Bray Wyatt. There's a lot of people that don't think he's going to fit into this feud. I agree he doesn't necessarily fit into this feud, but he doesn't have to. It's just a way of bringing him back. I mean, he can next week terrorize other people, but this week, why not terrorize Drew and Shane? Give us a talking point. Give us something to get excited about. Give us something to... Here we go. Shane says he's about to announce. Allow me. The 5th grade spelling bee champion. 3-time. Prudential Employee of the Month. Gary the Goat Garbett. Gary the Goat Garbett. Okay, this does look like Gary Garbett. The mask that he's got on is like a lucha mask. He's hobbling down to ring. And we go to commercial. I'm confused. Are they really going to do this match with Gary the Goat? It's not Bray. I've been waiting weeks. He's got better music than some other guys. Hate this so much. This is stupid. Our only hope is for Bray to interfere. Well, we still don't know who's under the mask. It might not be Gary the Goat. I mean, you could see that he had black hands. So, obviously, it's not going to be Bray. So, I don't know. But could it be Kofi? Or Xavier? Or could that be the twist? The twist, I mean, that could be the twist. It could be he's about to take off the mask and it's Kofi. That would be a horrible twist, though, wouldn't it? That would be a horrible twist. Better entrance music than RVD's. Shelton? Could be Shelton. Iswit says, why was he limping? He was limping because we don't know much about Gary the Goat Garbutt, but we do know that he's got a knee injury. So whoever this person is has clearly done their homework. It could A, be Gary, or B, it could be someone like Xavier or Kofi, and they've done their research. In all fairness, they've done their research on Gary Garbutt, and they know that he walks with a limp. It's not him because he is at a SmackDown house show. Interesting. Is Shelton that small? There's literally only 6 minutes left. What the heck? Moose. It's Coco Beware. Can't be Coco, because he'd have a little parrot on his shoulder that was also wearing a lucha mask. So it can't be Coco. Plus, as he was hobbling down, he'd be doing this. He'd be putting his arms up and down and waving them around as he was hobbling down to the ring. He can't help himself. That's what Coco Beware used to do. Heyman loves Bray Wyatt. Bray can save this. It looks like Truth. Interesting. The Godfather. Jason Jordan would be a lot of fun. XX Ryan 0917XX says it has to be tonight. It has to be tonight. The fact there's 5 minutes left makes you think it's just Gary and he'll be pinned in a short match. Jason Jordan. Lol. It's the black sheep. The person is quite small. He has the build of Jason. It's Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's here. Yes, it is Snoop. Wow. Who knows? Drew will just claymore Gary and it'll be over. Leo Rush. Oh, guys, I am nervous. We are about to come back from the commercial break. Gary, the Goat, Garbutt, is on the ring apron. And Roman is starting us off against Drew. There's only 4 minutes left here. 4 minutes left. Obviously, big kick from Drew and big Samoan drop by Roman. Gary the Goat with his lucha mask. He's still standing there on the outside. He's not revealed himself yet. I kind of get the feeling that this match is going to finish with... Roman backed into Gary there. Gary didn't do anything. I think the ref's saying that a tag was made. Now, this cannot be that janitor unless that janitor is an indie wrestler, because he's not going to be cleared to compete. So this has to be some sort of wrestler. Gary the Goat is backing up. He's trying to get out the ring. Shane's been tagged in. He grabs Gary. Top rope enziguri. Springboard, little bit of a botch, but hits a clothesline. Gary the Goat's unloading. Oh, look at this. Gary the Goat strikes to the midsection. Spinning back elbow by Gary. Gary against the ropes, over the top, comes crashing down on Drew McIntyre. I tell you what, Gary's knee looks all right now. I think there's a little Gary chant going on. I need a Gary the Goat Garbutt Mattel action figure. That's what I need. Claymore. Claymore turns Gary inside out. Shane, 2. Damn it. They got the pin on Gary. Who is that? Shane can't believe it. I mean, they still won. Roman getting in. Superman punch to Drew. Shane running away. Gary is still down. So, Shane and Drew, their plan was foiled. We don't know who Gary the Goat is. I think someone in the crowd has got a sign that says, I came to meet Vince McMahon. Well, you're going to leave disappointed, aren't you? Unless you're Linda McMahon. Right, Gary is getting up. I get the feel that we're going to get a reveal. But I mean, Gary just lost, so who cares? Corey Graves says, who knew a janitor had such high-flying capabilities? So, Drew and Shane win. Oh, look at this. Roman is actually taking Gary's mask off. But whoever this is, it's irrelevant because they lost. It was Cedric Alexander. And he's got blood all in his mouth. So why is Cedric Alexander celebrating? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. So Cedric Alexander came out to partner Roman. He lost. And we're meant to care? Am I meant to care? What? Anyone else think this is a mess? Horrible. What? And that's it. Fade to black. No Bray Wyatt. Horrible. Horrible. Worst part is that WWE knew exactly what they were doing. Awful. At this point, I think Bray's momentum isn't really there anymore. Absolute garbage. They've totally dropped the ball on Bray debuting on his anniversary. Bray is letting us down. That was stupid. -1 million. I know. Right, guys, sorry. I would stick around, but you know that we've got to get this file over. I agree. I think Raw was watchable. I've seen worse. But I just feel like it was flat. It was disappointing. It was a go-home show. You get that with go-home shows. Go-home shows really don't offer you anything. And sadly, we've not been offered anything there. So, whatever. It is what it is. A bit flat. We should find out tomorrow. Who knocked on Aleister Black's door. So, hopefully tomorrow will give us something. Something to look forward to. So let's wait and see. Don't forget, if you want to enter the Wheel of Fun, if you want to enter our competitions, just drop a comment on this stream as soon as it goes over to YouTube. I'm going to have to jump away and do that right now. Thank you to everyone that joined us. I can't believe how many people came over here. Absolutely incredible. Numbers, I think as high as we normally get on YouTube, is incredible. So thank you for the support. Hopefully I'll see you guys again tomorrow. And yeah, man, I really, really appreciate it. So bye for now.